A lot of people get rage when they're playing FIFA.
It can be hard to deal with. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect myself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you broke a controller a day ago.
Yeah.
Before we came here.
We didn't even mention that.
All right, so currently I'm in the Southampton FC dressing room here at St Mary's, and I've been joined by the Southampton EPL representatives, Robbie and Michael, who are going to take us through a cheeky little masterclass. Lads, here we go then. What we're going to start with, how can you help these fellow Saints fans improve on their FIFA skills?
So to start with, we're going to go through some custom tactics. I'm setting up the 4-1-2-1-2, which is the narrow variation of the diamond. We have our defensive CM and our offensive one, someone who's not a typical CM, but someone who's going to get forward and get into those little spaces. Obviously our cam, who's going to bring the play together, and our two strikers to take those chances. The tactics, play a balanced defensive style, quite wide because we are in a narrow, high depth, fast build up and direct passing because we want to get in to those lanes as fast as possible. Low width again and a lot of players in the box. You could put this up if you're chasing as well. And then one for corners and free kicks. Kind of avoid those counter-attacks and also play to the edge of the box and so on.
So you're saying only put one player of yours in the box so that the other team can't counter-attack quickly?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Normally I'm trying to put as many people in the box as possible to try and score a header, but you're saying that would be a bad tactic?
Yeah, definitely. In like pro games, they normally move their keeper out, so when like you go obviously across the ball and the keeper's there, so it's easy for them to catch. And then they can counter you really quickly, and obviously pros are really good at taking chances, so you want to just recycle and create an opportunity, be patient.
All right, so we've gone for that 4-1-2-1-2, and why does it work so well? You've got that kind of narrow diamond. Why does it work so well in this game?
Yeah, well, basically it attacks as a narrow, but it defends as a 4-4-2, so it's still got a really good defensive shape, and it's got the best attacking formation, so you can go forward really quick, but you can also recover and you don't get countered too much.
So basically what you're saying, if you are serious about your FIFA and you want to get an edge over your opponent, you need to be using this formation.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the most broken formation for a reason. If you want to beat your friends and take them by surprise, get in this formation, slap 5 past them. They won't be talking much after that.
All right guys, so we chatted about formations. Let's now talk about mentality.
Yeah, I think mentality is the most important part of any competitive game. You have to be constantly focused and zoned in. As soon as you start letting your mind waver on what's going wrong, that's when your opponent will get the better of you because it's such a high level. So I think the difference between being a good player and a great player is your mentality. You can have all the natural ability if you want, but as soon as something bad happens and you let it affect you, then none of that ability is going to matter because you're just going to do stupid things. But if you're a great player and you can get your mentality right, then there's no reason why you can't be one of the best players in the world.
But when you've got that passion though, when you've just scored a goal and you're dancing around the room, I don't know how you celebrate, but I dance around the room, I've got a buzz on, I feel good, you know, I've scored a great goal. You would try and avoid that?
At the start I will. Like say first goal goes in, okay, I'm focused, second goal, focused. But as soon as I know I've scored a goal to win the game, that's when I celebrate.
Yeah, for example, if you score a last minute like goal, for example, 90th minute or something, yeah, go crazy. Like that's part of the game, in my opinion. Like you need to be buzzing about your wins. If you're not buzzing about your wins, there's not much point in playing, to be honest, is there?
Like, a lot of people get rage when they're playing FIFA. A few controllers have been broken, guilty. But how do you let the opposition score? You're trying not to, but when they do score, what do you do? How do you reset?
It's just one of them. You just go like you just try to take a deep breath. Just kind of sit back, honestly. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it can be hard to deal with. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect myself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you broke a controller a day ago.
Yeah.
Before we came here.
We didn't even mention that. But yeah, it's hard, very hard. I just kind of sit back in my chair and then let the kick-off take as much time as possible, let it kick it for me, basically. Listen,
Michael, Robbie, thank you so much for the tips. I'm sure that's helped every Saints fan out there, giving them some tips and masterclasses to help them beat their mates. Best of luck for the ePremier League at the end of the month.
Thank you very much.